The 19th century brought to us a rapid growth economically and industrially. I'm reviewing Circle the Wagons, a two-player card game by Button Shy Games. To keep it simple, draft cards from a circle of cards and place them in your boomtown to score points, which can happen in 20 minutes or less by using card drafting and tile placement, or card placement in this case. The gameplay can sit well with anyone slightly undergoing heavier games, and while this is a micro card game, I think recommend you've learned or at least seen the concept of tile placement to understand exactly how to play this. It's quick to play, but can be a lot of information to comprehend. So let's learn how to play.
Once you open up this nice little wallet-sized circle of wagons, you're going to have 18 cards, and this is what they look like, 18 cards. They all have items on it and territories, but on the back they all have unique special scorings. So what you're going to do to set up the game is, so draw 3, turn them over, those are your specialty scoring, and now put the rest in a circle. Okay, now to start the game, you decide who goes first. I'm going to go first, so that means my opponent is going to tell me where I'm starting on this circle. And you know, she's looking at this, she's like, okay, so if you could circle 4 wagons around a territory, that's 5 points. That's cool. Person with the most mines gets points, but 5 points if they have more guns than you. Interesting. And then, so you know, here it sounds like really complex. I don't want them to collect guns, but I also want to have the most mines. That's fun. Fortified, if I can get 4 of these connecting together, I'll get 7 points. Okay, so I'll keep that in mind. So she is too, though, my second player. She's like, yeah, I don't want him to do that either. So let's get you started here. This card, because that has a gun in it, no mines. Okay. So now I can decide, do I want to start with this card or do I want to skip it and maybe go to this card instead? And I think what I'm going to do is actually, I'm going to stay. Because if I were to skip the card and maybe get started here, she would get this card for free to put in her boomtown, and I think that's what she wanted because this looks pretty good. So I'm going to take it and put it into my boomtown, just like that. Okay, let me move some of these out of the way. Work my boomtown over here. Here's my boomtown. So she goes, she's like, darn it, you know, like this doesn't look like that good of a card. I actually want this card instead. She's going to take this. So she skipped a card. Since she skipped it, I get it for free. Now, I do know that to score is on top of these specialty scorings is that each player scores 1 point per territory in their largest group of territories. So far I have 4 here. That'd be like 4 points. Okay, so it's my turn. I'm here. Well, I really want to start getting some mines, and I know if I skip this and go here, she'll get it. But if I get this, she might skip this, giving me, you know, a little additional points somewhere else because she wants that mine. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this card. I am having more guns than her so far, and I'm gonna go ahead and place this here on top of these, only because maybe I could work on getting these wagons around this cow and I'll get 5 points for it. So she's here, she's like, yeah, I'm gonna just take this, whatever. I'm like, cool, I'm not a good move, so I'll take this. Look, I got 1 mine. I'm gonna connect it here. I'm actually gonna flip this over and connect it right here, maybe get started on something here. Now, you know, the rule is they can't touch like this, but they can touch like this, they can touch like this. You can put them over if you want, flip them upside down. So I'm gonna do that. She goes, she's like, yeah, I'm gonna take this. She's actually, no, she's like, I'm gonna skip this because this has a lot of mines on it. I'll have way more than Joey does. And I'm like, okay, no problem. I'll take this and I'll score it too, whatever. I'll place it here. Look, I got 1 more wagon to go right here. So she goes, she's like, cool, I'm gonna take this. And I'm like, all right, no problem. I know exactly what to do right there. Okay. She's got a little boomtown. I got my boomtown set up like this, as you see over here. So let's score, because the game's over once all the cards are taken. I'm going to start with scoring my territories. Deserts, 1, 2, 3. It's 3 points for my most deserts. Forest is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not 6, 5, because these are all touching. This doesn't count. So it's 5 points. Then I have my snow. I only have 1, no problem. Mountains, none of them are connecting, unfortunately, so I only get 1 point. Plains, 1 point. Water, 3 points. So that's not bad. That's a lot of points right there. But what I'm really excited about is the fact that I got this right here, Circle of Wagons. 5 points per circle formed around a territory. So that's pretty cool. And as far as this goes, I do have a lot of mines, but I think she has the most mines. So she got 9 points for that. But I do have more guns than her, so she's actually going to lose mine she is going to lose 5 points for that, so she gets an additional 4 points for that. No big deal. And nobody fortified. This is actually kind of hard to build unless you're like really working on it. I got 2 here, but if I had 2 more, I would have scored. So I get all my points and score them together, and that's the game. Whoever has the most points wins.
What I don't like, of course, for a micro game, there's not much someone can say since it'll be a short and sweet game with limited components. The artwork is great in defining its theme, but felt it came off flat in my opinion. I think the artwork could have done more, I guess. I honestly wish there were a handful more cards to play with to at least give the take or skip option more value. What I do like, I love how fluent the game translates its rulebook to real game. I had no issues learning how to play and thoroughly enjoyed playing it. I love that each card has a new victory point rule because it builds such high replay value. And teaching the game isn't too bad to players who aren't brand new to the hobby. If you're looking for one micro game to carry along with you that offers depth and gameplay almost equivalent to a full game, this is the one that I would go with.